Welcome to 7 Wild. Today we have an unpaid, honest review of the tidewe. What is this? 270-degree viewing angle see-through blind where the deer can't see you. Again, unpaid. Let's get into it. The one thing that tidewe gets right is that you can see out, but the deer can't see in. Now there's an asterisk beside the can, because although you can see out, you can't see very far. And when you're trying to get a deer in range of 30, 20 yards, you know, it just makes it really hard to see unless you start moving around, because your eyes are going to focus on the mesh, and that makes it to where you have to constantly move. And if you're like me, I like to leave this open just a little bit so I do have a clear line of sight, but that also exposes yourself with the light showing your silhouette, a little bit of your smell getting out. But as far as waterproofing goes, it's not bad. I've had this outside 2 seasons, 3 seasons. I've left it there all season long, so it's been in the snow, the ice, the rain, the wind, the heat, and we're still kicking. A little bit of water will leak through, but it runs down and then goes to the ground. It doesn't drip on you, so that's not a big issue. So the windows are silent. They do move relatively easy. It's not enough noise to bother anything from more than 2 feet away, but once you get it all up, you know, it's really exposed. And I guess if you put a silhouette, you know, a scarecrow or something in there to get the deer used to it, I just got mine airing out. I'll probably go put it up next week. What I do wish they had is kind of like 3 windows on one. I kind of wish this window would go down by itself. I wish this one would do what it wants to. The same with this one, the same with all the other sides. Now trying to get in and out, I'm 6'1". Once you throw all your cold weather gear on, you got your backpack. If you want to take your chair in and out every time, my chair got stolen, so I ended up just getting one chair, and I have to take it out every time to go to different blinds. But you got to bend all the way down after you throw everything in. It's not horrible. This window right here, it's just got 2 loops. I don't ever use this window, but the elastic bands here, they've gave out quicker than anything else here. You do have a couple clips. They clip on here. This zipper is not quiet. So that's why they give you these. When I leave, I usually just barely zip the bottom just to keep any creepy crawlies from getting in there, raccoons or whatever. But you can just use, I think there's 5 of these, and they strap on. So those are a lot quieter to take off. Overall, it's mostly silent. This strap right here on my other one, it's already broke off just due to weather. It's just a piece of fabric. You can use that or a zip tie. What I wouldn't recommend is taking this down and putting it up every time you want to go hunting. To me, it's more of a semi-permanent, unless you want to move locations and then pop it up and leave it there. It's not quiet when you have to fight with the leaves and the sticks and branches hanging over you and trying to pop this thing in. To take it down is relatively easy, but it makes that little crack. But trying to do that with all of them, it's easy to take down. But when you take it down to move, I can never get it to fold up. But it does come with a clip on the inside that when you fold it inside out, you can strap it around. So I say not to take it down all the time. The poles inside make the little crack sound, and then putting it up, and then you got to clean out the leaves and the grass, vegetation, anything down. So it's a lot of noise taking it down, putting it up every single time that you want to move this. So I usually just put it in one spot. Now if you're a public land hunter, I get it, you got to do what you got to do, but I got a little piece of private property that I can hunt on, so I just leave it there. But I hope nobody steals it, because this is actually my 3rd one. Somebody stole my other one the first day I put it up. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put you in the blind and I'm gonna walk away just to kind of show you how you focus. So this is about 30 yards away. I'm in a black shirt. Deer are not black. In Kentucky, they're not. So if you can imagine the background being brown, dead, fall, winter, and then you have a deer coming through, they're gonna blend in pretty well. But the moment you open this window, you've now let light in, they can see your silhouette. Any smell that was slowly coming out of here is just gonna be a burst of smell coming out. You're gonna get blown. But side note, back to the review. It does come with these straps. You know, they're about 4 inches. You got them right here, here. They hold your decent branches, I guess, just to break up the silhouette, and they work. I've done it before. One of the other complaints I have is that the bottom is mesh all the way around, and I don't think there's a need for it to be mesh. I get it, it probably cuts down on cost, but I don't think it serves any purpose. I think it'll let too much smell out. I think it'll let too much heat out. I think it allows the cold air and the wind to come in too much. I think it's just another entry point for moisture that can be detrimental to a lot of certain things. So that's one of my other complaints that I don't mind. If you put it up on a platform, it might have a purpose. I don't know. I don't shoot through it either. I would like for this to last a long time, and I feel like if you're throwing arrows through it, I don't want it to prematurely open the arrowhead. I don't want it to get snagged. I don't want it to change its direction of flight or anything like that. But the biggest one is I don't want extra holes that are now bigger to let the light in. What I do to minimize light is I'll put up some blackout curtains. I'll cut them up to fit what I need to. I have clips, safety pins, zip ties. But when I'm filming, I have some swing arms. These aren't sturdy enough or big enough to really grip onto, but I'll try to put it right in here. But then I have to play with this so much because, like I said before, it focuses on the mesh. And hey, if you're not into self-filming, who cares? Inside there's plenty of room for me. I'm 6'1". I can take my chair, my crossbow, my backpack. I got plenty of room to move around. I can, you know, stand up and stretch my legs. I can't stretch my back because obviously this is like 4.5 foot tall, 5 foot. But it's got enough room for you, and it's got enough room for a kid or your partner or whatever. Just, I don't expect to move too much if you got another adult in here. So for the most part, that's everything I got for the tidewe hunting blind. Again, unpaid, unpartnered, just an unbiased opinion. I want to give you the truth about how things work versus seeing it on Facebook and being like, man, I gotta have that. That thing looks so cool. Everybody says it's great. It's good. It's good as any other blind that's probably out there too. But for $200, you know, it's not bad. It's on par with everybody else out there. So if you want to, give it a shot. I'm not getting paid. I don't have a link for anything like that. So just an unbiased review for 7 Wild. Thanks for joining.